when this brother had an accident, we heard the story that when he had an accident, everything happened. He had to empty his account to pay the hospital bills. So all the whole money he labored for, every single dime while he was doing that business, everything went into one day of an attack of the devil. Did he wake up and say, God, I hate you, you didn't love me? He still came here and said, Lord, I thank you, I appreciate you because I'm alive. Every time you have life is an opportunity to glorify God the most. Let me tell you, you don't have enough money to buy your price of your breath. The life you breathe, you don't have the money for it. If you think I'm lying, go to the hospital, ask them how much is 24 hours of oxygen. 24 hours of oxygen. And yet you breathe it without thinking of it. And yet you come before God and say, God, if you do not bless me, I will not serve you. You're a fool. Because the blessing of God, that you can even walk and speak, that you can even reason and speak to him, is enough blessing for the day. We need to wait. Do you know that sometimes you need to say, God, thank you for my prayer that I prayed that you did not answer? Because some of the prayer you prayed, if God has answered, you would have been the one to die. Some of you now, while you are growing up, they told you that there is one woman in your village that is the problem of your what you are going through. And because of that, whenever you think of winch, you think of that innocent woman. Anytime you imagine witch, you think of that old woman. Because of what you have watched in Nigerian movie, every old woman now in the village is a witch. And every time you are praying, Father, I come against witches, you are thinking of that innocent woman. What if I tell you that that woman is not the witch, but the gatekeeper? Is a prayer that is sustaining you. How many times have you prayed for her to die? So if God had answered the prayer, who was supposed to die? You. Because your prayer was an abomination before God. Some of the prayers we have prayed that the Father did not answer is for our own sake. Because if he had answered, we would have died. Father, give me millions. Give me millions. Open doors. Open every door. If the Lord open every door, he will lose you. Our hearts. Is the Father with your heart? We must come to this. You see, this is what we are missing. We must come to the point of death in following Christ. This journey will take our life. This journey will kill me. I will die in this journey, but I will die raising the flag of Jesus. Any day I die will be the day I want to die. It's the day that the Lord has agreed that I'm done with my work. But this journey will take our life until, if you don't understand it, you can't evangelize the well. You can't do your evangelism well enough. Because while you are doing the evangelism, sometimes they will slap you. People will come and look at you and say, what are you talking? They will slap you, and God will not stop the hand from hitting you. In fact, even God will allow the hand to hit you more. Will you still say, Jesus, I love you? No. Where you are doing evangelism and they beat you, will you come to the pastor and say, Pastor, now because he say, we'll go do evangelism, say, they don't beat me, tear my clothes, embarrass me. While you are doing evangelism and they come and they tear your clothes and they strip you naked there, will you still say, Jesus is Lord? Or will you say, I'm ashamed? Because even Jesus was crucified naked. He is a God. He was a God, forever a God, for eternity a God, and he was crucified naked. Everything about him was showing. Nobody even cared that he did not even marry, did not even have an offspring. He did everything good, and yet they killed him for every reason. In fact, they even weighed him before the criminal. They made a choice to pick a criminal over our master. If we will follow Christ, it will cost our life. You see, there are deeper. You see, when a new Christian joins, we say, follow God everything. When you begin to grow, we begin to tell you that in this journey there are pains. And apart from the pain, there are so much rewards. Let me tell you, whatever blessing you have received on earth is small to compare to the blessing you receive in heaven. The blessings you have seen on earth is nothing to compare. See, how many of you have seen beautiful houses? Whatever you think you have seen is not as beautiful as what you see. The lowest, the most beautiful house on earth, created, Bahamas, Miami, Dubai, whatever, is not even 1% compared to the lowest of all the buildings in heaven. So why would you trade 100 years on earth for eternity in heaven?